Hey guys, how you doing? Deshaun here, baby. Let me tell y'all about y'all cousin, sister, friend, niece, grandbaby. Let me tell y'all about this chat. Y'all know we plan our meals out. We plan our meals out. So we do that. Well, we on Saturday. We do that on Saturday. So for the whole week, we already know what we're gonna eat, right? So last week, my child, she kept asking me. She was like, Mama, can we add Frito burritos on the meals? I was like, oh, you want some Frito burritos? She was like, yeah, I want a Frito burrito. I was like, okay. So I was like, well, I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta get some groceries. I'm gonna get what we need for the Frito burrito, and we're gonna write it on the list, and we're gonna do it for Taco Tuesday. Mind you, this last week. She was like, okay. Baby, when I tell you my child every day was asking me, is it Taco Tuesday? Is it Taco Tuesday? This last week. So I was like, if you look at your planner, because we all each have our own planner, you know what I'm saying? And we each have our own calendars. If you look at your planner and keep track of the days, you won't have to ask me every day. That's why I tell her every day. And she was like, yeah, but I don't want to be looking at a planner, and I don't want to look at the calendar. Well, don't ask me what today is. So that was last week. So let's fast forward to this week. Finally, it was going to be Taco Tuesday. It was coming up. So I told her, I said, go check in your snacks and make sure, for sure, y'all got some Fritos for some Frito burritos. So she go over there to the little snack thing and check, and she's like, yes, Mama, we got 5 bags of Fritos. I said, okay. So I'm like, I'm gonna make some Frito burritos. I was putting it in my head on Taco Tuesday. I'm making some Frito burritos. So it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, and I was ready, y'all. I was ready. I was like, now normally y'all know that I eat a salad and a smoothie for dinner, right? Because y'all know I'm trying to eat healthy and whatnot. Why y'all so far away? Get up closer. Come up closer, y'all. Y'all come closer. Why y'all so far away? I don't want y'all to fall. Hold up. I don't want my cup to fall either. I don't want y'all to fall. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can y'all see me? Why y'all so far away? What's going on, y'all? What's up? Okay, anyways, so it was Tuesday and I was ready. I was like, Frito burritos. We having Frito burritos. I'm making this meal with love. Because I was like, my child said she wanted Frito burritos. And it's written on the menu, Frito burritos for Taco Tuesday. Why? My child, when it came time to eat, she was like, Mama, what we having? I said, guess what? It's Taco Tuesday. She was like, Mama, I don't want no tacos. Say what? I don't want no tacos. I'm really not in the mood for no tacos. Say what? I don't want no. What do you want? She was like, I don't even know. I said, you know what? Because here I was going to break my healthy eating for you. For this one day, I was going to do that for you. But you don't even want no Taco Tuesday after all this you did about Taco Tuesday. You know what? Fix your own dinner, whatever you want. Cause y'all know my kids know how to cook. I don't taught my kids how to cook. So you go in there and fix whatever you want. Cause yeah, I'm having a taco. Cause it's Taco Tuesday. Frito burrito to be exact. She was like, okay, good for you. Never again. Don't ask me to make you nothing. Don't ask for nothing special to be added to the menu. Because I'm going to make whatever I want to make. Because whenever I ask y'all what do y'all want, and y'all tell me what y'all want, and I make what y'all want, y'all always changing y'all mind on me. Not y'all, I'm talking about my kids. Okay, I just had to tell y'all about that because it was heavy on my chest. Then let me tell you about my other baby. She's simple. I done told both my kids, stop calling everybody your best friend, because everybody is not your best friend. That's why I tell my kids, because they always, my best friend is, my best friend that, whoop whoop. So, and y'all done seen over the years what these people that's supposed to be their best friends done did. So, that was, in the past. Let's fast forward to now, 2025. My child came home. She was in her feelings like she always is. You know what I'm saying? Like she only 10, but I promise you, she be acting. Both of them be acting like, they teenagers. You know what I'm saying? They both. They 10 and 7, but they act like they 17. They be working a nerve. So anyway, she came home with an attitude and everything. I was like, what's wrong with you? She was like, my best friend pushed me today. Okay, what? Why your best friend push you? Now, when you say push, do you mean like push, like y'all be playing, or push, like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, no, she pushed me hard, and I could have failed. Like, she started getting emotional. She pushed me hard, and I could have failed. I was like, so what you do? She was like, I ain't do nothing because my best friend handled it. Your best friend pushed you, but you didn't do nothing because your best friend handled it. So I was like, you got two best friends? She was like, yeah, I got two female girls that are my best friend. I was like, so your best friend pushed you real hard. I almost made you fall, but you didn't fall. But you didn't do nothing because your other best friend handled it for you. She said, yeah. I said, so why y'all putting y'all hands on each other? Why y'all pushing each other? She was like, I don't know why she get that, Mama. Like, she was like really emotional. Then her little sister, my baby, she was like, I was going. She said, Mama, I was going. If I would have been there, Mama, I was going. I was like, yeah. You supposed to have your sister back. Pause. I do not condone violence. I don't. But if somebody messing with your sister, you better jump up in that mug. I don't care what the age is. So, play. So I told her, I was like, why was your friend pushing you? Where was y'all at? Where was this going on? She was like, we was outside and she got mad at me because I was running. First of all, I don't like my kids running because they very clumsy. My kids are very clumsy. So I was like, why would you running? Where was you at? I hope you was not in the hallway. She was like, no, we was outside and I was running. I said, why? Why would you running? She was like, because I was in a hurry. In a hurry to do what? She was like, I was just in a hurry. I was just running fast, Mama. You know I run fast. I was like, yes, I know you run fast. Of course, because your mother is a track star, so of course you're going to be a track star too. But I was like, why was you running? And I was like, why did she get mad because you was running? She was like, because she wants me to walk with her and whatnot. And I was like, I said, so when she pushed you, you did not fall, and your other best friend handled it. When you say she handled it, what does that mean? She was like, well, she pushed her back. I was like, was it a push or was it a push? You know what I'm saying? She was like, she pushed her. She said, then they got into it. I was like, so why y'all doing that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, which friends is this? I was like, do I know these friends? Because if they're your best friends, I feel like I should know who they are. She was like, yeah, Mama, you know. She was like, no, she said, one of them, her and her mama, and she told me which one it was. I was like, oh, I said, okay, well, I'm going to call her mama. So, my baby, she was like, Mama, yeah, call her mama right now. Call her mama right now. Tell her to come here. I was like, I'm going to call her, but I don't want her to come here. I'm just going to talk to her. My baby, she wasn't having it. Tell her and her kids, because she got kids, plural. You know what I'm saying? She got kids. Tell her and her kids, come here. I was like, I'm going to talk to her mama. There was a plan. The plan was to talk to her mom and see if she knew what had happened. And I was going to tell the mother to tell her daughter, please do not push my child. We don't play like that. We don't do. And matter of fact, when I met her mama, why's my lips? My lips feel like they peeling. But anyways, when I met her mama, this was way out back. I told her, I said, we don't play them whole hand games. We don't play them kissing games, and we don't play those hidden games and pushing games. I told her that when I met her. This is way out back when I told her that. So maybe she don't forgot. So that's why I wanted to call and talk to her mama, let her know, hey, your child did this, and I guess you forgot. I guess she forgot, and I'm just reminding you, we don't play those games. So tell your child to keep her hands to herself. That's what I was going to say, what that would do. But, yeah, I'm so hungry. Y'all, my stomach been growling. I don't know why here lately my stomach be growling while I'm asleep. I don't even understand. Cause I don't be hungry at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing so good. I ain't been eating no midnight snacks. That's what it is. Cause I haven't been eating I haven't been snacking like I normally do at nighttime. I don't do that no more. So now at nighttime when I'm sleeping, my stomach growling so much, so loud. So anyway, I tell her, since it's a problem between y'all and y'all can't keep your hands to yourself, how about y'all stay away from each other? Oh no, mama, she's my best friend. I was like, best friends don't do that to each other. I was like, no, best friends don't do that to each other. She was like, but if I'm not best friends with her, then I'm only gonna have one female best friend. Okay, what's the problem? She was like, well, then that means all my other best friends are gonna be boys. Okay, what's the problem? She was like, I don't want just one female best friend. I want to have two female best friends, and then all the other ones be boys. Why? She was like, because mama, that's not gonna be fair. That's not gonna be right. What's wrong with it? She was like, because I'm a female, so I should have two female best friends. I said, who told you that? Who told you? I said, do I have two female best friends? I said, you know, my friends, most of my friends are men. They are males. And she was like, I know, mama. I was like, so do you feel like that's a problem? She was like, no, mom, it's not a problem for you. She said, she said, mama, you used to all your friends being men. I was like, yeah. I said, you know that when I was younger, yeah, everybody know. When I was younger, I was really, really, really a tomboy. Like, I'm still a tomboy, but I was really a tomboy when I was younger. So I told her, I said, stop telling people that you're a tomboy, because you're not a tomboy. Because if you was a tomboy, you wouldn't be worried about no female friends. And she was like, I am a tomboy. I said, you're not a tomboy. I said, if you was a tomboy, you would go out and play sports and whatnot. Like, when the kids be outside playing, you go out there and play with them. You don't. I said, you don't go outside, and if they playing football or whatever they playing, and whatever, Like the neighborhood boys, they be outside on their bikes, playing football, basketball, all that good stuff. She don't ever want to do none of that stuff with them, which is fine. It's okay. But I'm trying to let her know, stop telling people you're a tomboy, because every time they invite you to do stuff, you don't never want to do that stuff. I was like, you're not a tomboy, because you too emotional to be a tomboy. So I told her, since you and that little girl can't keep y'all hands to yourself, well, she can't keep her hands to herself, I said, y'all, how about y'all not be friends at all? How about that? Mama, I don't want to have just all male friends. Well, don't have no friends, period. How about that? I want friends, Mama. Why? I said, because every time you have friends, you call them your best friend, and every time y'all get into it, you come home and tell me what your friend done did. That's not a friend. I was like, dude, do you see me complaining about what my friends done did to me? She was like, no. I was like, exactly. I said, don't, listen. If you're going to be friends with somebody, be friends, but don't put your hands on each other. Don't kiss each other. Don't do none of that. You know what? That's what I explained to both of them. So that was that situation. Now let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all about somebody I met today. Oh wait. I can't, y'all. I can't. Can't right now. Can't right now. But I just want to tell y'all that about my baby sitting up here tripping on her best friend, pushing her. Listen, kids gonna be kids and play or whatever. But if y'all can't keep your hands to yourself and all that good stuff, y'all don't need to be friends. Cause I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. So now, like this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to build a relationship, a friendship with the mother, since her child and my child they were supposed to be best friends. So I was trying to, cause her other kids get along with my kids too. So I was trying to work on building a friendship with them, but I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. So much for that. You know what I'm saying? So much for that. I mean, I'ma still see them, around, cause they go to the same school or whatnot. So I'm still see them and everything, but we not gonna be buddy like I was planning on making us. Maybe we could have had some play dates. That's why I was thinking, but not no, not now. So how y'all doing? What do y'all think about what I said to my child, telling her about friends and whatnot? Cause both my kids got a bad habit of saying best friend, my best friend. Everybody is not your best friend, and everybody not your regular friend either. Everybody can't be your friend, you know what I'm saying? I just trying to teach my girls that everybody can't be a friend. Everybody definitely can't be your best friend. Y'all know Jesus my best friend. My kids know that too. And that's why I reminded them. I said, that's why I'm best friends with Jesus. Because Jesus would never. Anyways, how y'all doing today? the weather is nice here in Texas. You know, my kids told me it rained this morning. I ain't seen no rain, but my kids, they said that when we was asleep, they said it had rain. I was like, how you know if you was asleep? It was like they heard it. I was like, oh, okay. Because when I'm asleep. So I didn't hear no rain. So when we woke up, it felt good outside. It was like in the 80s. And, you know, it's just nice weather for Texas. It's nice weather right now for Texas, you know what I'm saying? It was in the 80s this morning. Then, of course, it went to low 90s, which is still good for Texas. But how's the weather where you guys are? How are your kids doing? How are you doing? How's your family? Yeah. I got something to tell y'all about somebody. I ain't gonna tell y'all right now because I ain't got no time to tell y'all right now. But remind me to tell y'all about the person that I came across today. Mind you, y'all, listen, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on somebody right now. And I'm so glad that we're going to talk about it later. Matter of fact, when they leave, because they on their way. When they leave, y'all know, I'm going to tell y'all. Y'all know I'm going to tell y'all what happened, what went down when they get here and everything. They on their way. So I got to get ready. I got to get ready. So, yeah, I'm going to have to holler at y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you thumbs up the video if you're a foodie like I am. Because y'all know I'm a foodie. Matter of fact, I ate this and I'm still a little hungry. But I ain't going to eat nothing else. Because I'm going to drink me a bunch of water. A lot of water. Because I need to drink some water. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I just thought about something. I forgot that. Oh, that's what I was going to tell y'all. Okay, so you know how our friend, he don't eat meat, and I probably be doing that with him? Well, I explained to him, I have to eat all the meat that's here already before I, do that with you. Because y'all know I don't have that throwaway spirit. I ain't about to throw away no meat. Okay? So, yeah. So I have to finish eating all the meat we have in our home right now. Once I finish eating it, then, it'll be different. But right now, I'm still eating meat. Or I might just, like I said, not eat meat when he around. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, y'all. I know for sure that I'm not throwing no food away. I tell you that. I'm not doing that because I don't have that throwaway spirit. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Y'all be blessed.